Hey, how you doing this morning?
Hey, how you?
I'm good. What's your name and what's your age?
My name's Sheka Evans. I'm like 48.
48 years old?
Mhm.
Okay. Are you homeless?
Yes.
You are. So how was it growing up as a child? Did you come from a two-parent household?
Yes, I came from a two-parent household, but my grandfather and grandmother raised me.
Oh, okay. So your grandparents, are they still living?
One of them is.
Okay, who's that? Your grandmother?
Uh-huh.
Okay, all
That's my
right.
dad's mother.
Okay, you still in contact with her?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. All right. So, growing up when you were younger, how was it?
I want to say it was hard
It was hard.
because I went through like, I want to say sexual abuse through my dad's brother
Oh,
growing up. So I had like 7 kids. I put myself in a situation to the fact that, I was just trying to get away from what I was going through.
right.
So I always live my life very fast. You know what I mean?
Trying to get away
Trying to
from
get
the house.
away.
Mm-hmm.
And all my kids are grown now. It's
Okay.
4 boys and 3 girls.
Okay.
So what led me to this homelessness, I had an apartment like back in, I want to say, I had to leave like in September. After, I want to say about 15 or 20 years, they accept me back in low income. So these new buildings, like it had mildew and I was getting sick.
The new ones?
A new one on Boulevard. So what I did was I just got frustrated and left. You know what I'm saying? And
So you just left the whole apartment?
I just left the whole apartment. So when I went back there to go get some of my things, all my things was gone. So I was like, okay. But I had my older friend, he was helping me pay my bills and things, but he got killed like in April.
I'm sorry to hear
Someone
that.
gave him some fentanyl. He was from South Carolina, Charleston.
Wow.
And they found him in the hotel. So again, everything was just collaborating on me. So I just got frustrated. I'm the type, when I get frustrated, I don't know the right way to go by doing things. I just gave up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that pretty much brought me to homelessness.
Okay.
So like I said, all my kids are grown now.
Okay.
I have 1, 2, or 3 trying to do right. One staying in a room house over off of Simpson in Chapel. My oldest daughter is staying on Campbellton in her own house with my grandkids. And I have one in prison, my baby boy. He's on an 8-year sentence. So a lot of stuff was just collaborating on me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just, like I said, I'm the type, when everything collaborate and I don't have no one to vent to, I just let go.
Right.
And I'm feeling kind of shamed and sad about that right now because I'm need my own place. Again, I don't want to be out here, but that's my friend. So sometimes his mom let me come stay or whatever.
Okay, good.
You know, and I'm okay for the moment.
Right.
But you still want your own.
Right.
You know
Nothing
what I
like
mean?
your own.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So your kids that you had, was it from your uncle?
No.
From the
no.
SA? Okay. All right, good.
Okay. So when that was happening with my uncle, he went through the situation with his own. So his wife ended up leaving him. He's in Georgia Regional right now. So he did it to his twin daughter, and she ended up being deceased, which is my cousin.
Wow.
She died, but his wife left him behind it. And they, by him being in Georgia Regional, that's why they sent him there.
Okay.
Because he had molested his own.
Okay.
But it took me like, I want to say about 20-some years before I actually just started talking about it because I kept all that balled up. You know what I mean? And I'm better now.
Yeah.
You can forgive, but you can't forget.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And a lot of stuff that you may will go through in life, sometimes it just stick.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why I said, when I come to a situation where I'm collaborating, I just let go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so is there any support groups out here for you?
It may be some, but I actually don't know because when you go into like Mercy Care or any of these places, they only take a certain amount of people.
Okay.
And you have to be there like maybe 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. And still sometimes you may not even get any help because there's so much going on around the city. You know
You've tried it before?
Uh-huh. I've tried it several times, but still like I'm still in the same predicament
Right.
and haven't got anywhere.
Right.
So I'm wanting to do it on my own.
Yeah.
You know, I have worked whatever I have my time in, and it's just now I gotta go back and try to go into these places and go back through the paperwork again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's a process.
Yeah, it's a process.
And do they help you with like Section 8, or are you on a waiting list somewhere?
I'm not on the waiting list anywhere, but I have applied online. And
Okay.
some of this stuff online, you know, they tapping into your information and stuff like that, so you don't know what's real.
Yeah, you got to be
and,
careful
and
with
what's
that.
fake. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
there's a lot of scammers out here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they'll tell you if you miss your appointment, then you got to go all the way back through the process. So I had met an old friend downtown the other day on P Street, and he was telling me to just go into this law firm called Catherine Flynn.
Okay.
I have heard about her throughout Atlanta. They help a lot of people get their benefits started or whatnot.
Okay.
And they will help you. So I had said I was going to do that.
Okay.
But right now, I'm kind of like going into these blood banks. That's how I keep money.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how you making money.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're not getting your Social Security yet, are you?
That's what he told me to go back and just do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My old friend told me that before he died too. He was like, just go back and put back in. I had met one lady that works at 110 Park Place.
Okay.
That's near Georgia State.
Okay.
They helps you too, but they through grading. But
Yeah.
it's a process.
Yeah.
Like you got to keep going to the doctor.
Yeah.
A lot of times I don't have the money or car fare to get there.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One thing just leave from another.
Right.
So that's why I said I go to the blood bank at least twice a week.
Okay.
That's getting to the point where it's kind of not good for my body.
Right.
You get
Right.
me? Because it's causing me to have different effects now that I'm getting up in my age.
Oh.
So I really want to stop, but I can't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like being homeless, like where do you sleep?
That's why I say sometimes
Oh,
at his house,
right, at his
different
house.
people's houses,
Okay.
but I'm still, again, some houses not okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you ever have to sleep on the street?
No.
Oh, that's good.
No. Thank God for that.
Yeah.
Because I do have a lot of friends that would look out or whatnot.
It sounds like you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
that's a blessing that you
I-
never had to stay out here on the street. You know, because
Exactly.
the weather just starting to get warm.
Exactly.
And this
But I'm
winter-
saying to myself, before it get cold, I at least want to be back
Yeah.
where it needs to be.
Right.
I don't want to keep going back and forth and through different people's houses. It's just not good,
Right.
whether it's family or not.
Right.
And yesterday, I guess I just moved my things back into my grandmother's house. But again, that's my dad's mother. I really don't want to be there because I'm used to my own. I've probably been out on my own since I was 14, trying
Okay.
to get away from that. You get me?
Right.
So that's why I said I lived a fast life.
Yeah.
You know, whether it was out here selling drugs, trying to keep for me and my kids, whether it was selling food, bootlegging out my home, whatever I had to do to keep going.
Right. Yeah.
Again, I work. I've had employment.
Okay.
My time is in. It's just a matter of me doing what I need
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah, I think with that Section 8, once you get started, I would probably see if they have any resources where, like the Mercy place you were talking about, where they could help you, and Gateway, where they could help you fill out your application. And so you know, because when you go online, you just never know what's going on.
Exactly.
Unless they direct you directly to a website.
Exactly.
And get the ball rolling, because like you said, as you're getting older, and you know our grandparents, they not gonna be here forever. You blessed to still have your grandmother.
Exactly. I'm a grandmother myself. I have
are
like
you?
8 grandkids.
Okay.
So that's a hinder too, because I'm like, look where I'm at. You know,
Yeah.
whether my kids going through anything. You know, these young folks, they have kids, they're not ready. Kids raising kids.
Right.
So they're not ready.
Right.
But again, it's already there. So you can't take it back. And when I look at them, no matter what my kids are going through, I just want to be that safety zone.
Right.
And I can't do that right now. So that's a part of my, I want to say, depression.
Yeah.
Because I have went through Mercy Care, and they diagnosed me with post-traumatic stress. But that's just cause what I have been going through.
Right.
You know what I
Do you
mean?
take medication for that?
No.
Okay.
Well, when I was incarcerated, I did.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I
All right.
stayed incarcerated for like maybe 4 or 5 months.
Okay.
Just off of trying to be out here in the streets.
So once you got out in the streets, you just didn't follow up with it?
I went back, but again, if you can't get to every appointment, then it takes you back. You gotta go back. It's like you starting back over, and that's what that time frame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, I gotta do something.
Yeah. So how are you handling the stress when you out here and that PTSD hit? Like, how are you handling that?
That's why I try to find myself a safe place, a comfort place,
Yeah.
where I can be at where nothing is going on. I try to remove myself. I don't want to put myself in deeper predicament. So I know, look, I don't need to be right here.
Right.
I need to go be right here.
Good.
And I find my comfort zone by being, like, my grandmother, she's sick, she has cancer.
Sorry to hear that.
She has one of her breasts cut off.
Okay.
So I just lost my great grandmother, like maybe 2 or 3 months ago, was 106.
Oh,
So,
106?
106.
Shout out to your great grandmama.
And like a lot of stuff I just been going through in my life, it puts me in a mind frame to where I know what I need to be doing and I know what I don't need to be doing.
Right.
So I try to stay on that path. And I find anything to do to keep me from going the wrong direction.
Right.
You get me?
Yeah.
Because I'm too old for that.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And these
So,
streets ain't, always the nicest place to be.
It's not where it's at. And to be honest with you, I'm frantic by it. Because I know if I don't have an outlook or nowhere to go,
Yeah.
I can fall victim.
Yes.
Death or anything. That's how it's going out here on these streets.
Yep.
And so I take that very light.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I take it very serious.
Right.
And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
But for the most part, I just try to stay prayed up.
Okay.
And know what direction I'm going in.
Right. And did I ask you about any substance abuse? Okay, any substance abuse?
No, ma'am.
Oh, no substance abuse. Okay, good. You drink?
No.
Oh, you don't drink either?
No.
You just smoke cigarettes? Okay.
I've been
All right.
I've had so many operations and having my kids, so that stuff is I've learned to know.
Okay.
With whatever done went on with my family, I had to be right there with my grandma.
Right.
Because I'm her oldest son, daughter.
Right.
So it's like she raised me, so I'm right there.
Yeah.
If anybody die, she gotta get it took care of. I'm right there.
Right.
Because I'm like grandma baby.
Right.
And I'm gonna show you that I'm right here no matter what I'm going through. Even that's why I said if I don't have nobody to lash out to or talk to, I can't tell her.
Yeah.
Because I know she's sick.
Right.
I can't go to my kids
Right.
and tell them because I know they're not thinking like me.
Yeah.
They're not on my level. So
Yeah.
who can I talk to?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff I keep balled up.
And that's not good either.
Exactly.
Keeping that stuff balled up.
Exactly.
So make sure when you reach out to Mercer, I don't even know if I'm saying it right.
Mercy Care.
Mercy Care, when you reach back out to Mercy Care, it's so many resources for homeless people. I want you to really make sure you get you some help with the housing, with the mental health, so you can take your, just talking to somebody is therapy. Getting it off your chest.
Yes.
Instead of keeping it in and learning how to cope. I'm glad that you don't have any substances abuse. I'm glad that you haven't slept out here in these elements. You never had to sleep outside.
But I've known a lot of people and I've seen a lot of things. This is what helped me to keep my mind frame because it's very sad.
Yeah.
In the way that they killing around here, whether they homeless or not, up under these bridges, it's very crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, thank God for my friend and his mom because he got a sweet mom. And we went to school together.
Okay.
Me and him is the same sign. We Scorpios.
What high
same
school
birthday.
you graduate from?
We went to Carver High.
Okay, Carver High.
So he pretty much, a lot of times, he tries to stay close to me.
Okay.
Whoever my friends are, my closest friends, they'll reach out to me in some kind of way, no matter what. Let me just say I can live off my name. Let me just say that. Okay.
Your name good around here.
I'm that, not just around here, because I growed up like the West End area.
Yeah.
So my grandmother stayed maybe near the college for like 21 years. So I stayed over there.
Right.
But my mom is like from Turnerfield, Summer Hill area.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I growed up all around here.
Right.
So wherever I go, it's a lot of people know me.
Right.
Whether they know me from working with them or whether they know me from selling food or whatever I had to do, they know me.
Okay. You was that auntie that cook, have, babysit, sell
My
drugs in the
cousins,
same
everybody,
house.
they come to my house. because I wouldn't want them out here in the streets.
Right.
So they would come to me. They like this, that.
Uh-huh.
I just try to see about everybody but myself.
Right.
I've always been like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, any advice for the youth out here that's thinking about, you know, leaving home and just hanging out in the street making bad decisions?
I would tell them, please don't make any bad decisions, and please don't choose the streets to just be hanging out, because anything can happen at any moment. You could be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it can just happen, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
I have saw that.
Right.
And this every day is happening. So if I had anything to say to them, please stay in school, try to get the most schooling they can, and to just do the right thing.
Okay.
That's all. And always think about their families. If anything goes wrong, your family got to see about you. They have to get you buried. It's hard. It's very hard out here. And sometimes family, I just went through that with my great grandmother. She worked all her life. And she owned it, her house, the white people she worked it for. And still, it wasn't enough money to even give her a proper burial. Just because the family knows a lot of people, and I have a play brother that has his own mortuary. That's the only way we was able to see about her and my uncles there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
wow.
I would just say try to do the best that they can, and please don't turn to the streets, because the streets is not the answer.
Y'all heard it here first. All right, you have a Cash App? I know I remember asking you, but what did you say?
That's why I was saying my phone messed up, my screen messed up, so
okay. You can't even see it. Okay.
I can't even get it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give you my number, and when you get your phone fixed, call me. We could do some updates, and I'll come out. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.